Well, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this analysis video from New England Storm Chasers. My name is Kyle Avery, and today I'm going to be analyzing the storm that was producing, well, it wasn't producing, it was actually an old storm chase I went on. It was back in May 16th of 2012, and I want to review some of the storms that actually occurred on radar, and I'm using GR2Analyst. This is only a trial version, but I actually love this software. It's great. It gives me a 3D version of the storm, and also gives me like all the dual-pole radar, base reflectivity, base velocity, so on and so forth, and different angles of the storm. So we're gonna actually zoom in on this. We're gonna see if we can archive this a little bit. As you can see, this was a storm system. It was actually a squall line that developed in Vermont at 22Z or 2235Z. So this is probably around like 7:35 p.m. Eastern Time on May 16, 2012. Okay, so here we go. So I'm actually gonna see if I can just loop it here. So as you can see, the storm system actually was developing just north of Jamaica, Vermont, and we were actually going to intercept this storm. Actually, we were just north of Lebanon, or just near Windsor or Claremont, or near Springfield. We were actually going to see if we can get down to this area, but just before this happened, actually, let's see. We were actually intercepting the storm around just north of Jamaica. Actually, we actually went north of, I think, Bellows Falls, and then we went towards Springfield area to Ludlow. So basically, we were around this area when the storm was actually intensifying. So as you can see, let me zoom in here. So it was like just north of Chester. So we were right around this area when the storm system was actually developing. And actually, I can show you a video of that development. Let's see. Let's go back to here. So we're actually going to play this video, and I'm going to show you the potential that storm system that went through. And let me.
Chester. Oh, the skies are turning green. Look at over there. Yeah, I see.
So as you can see, this is where.
We are north of Chester right
yep,
now.
see?
Going right into it.
This is where we were intercepting the storm near Chester. As you can see, right there.
Oh, we're gonna punch the core too.
Let me see if I can minimize this here. There we go.
Yes, monster storm.
Alright. See if I can decrease this a little bit. There we go. Decrease my face so you can actually see the storm system. There we go.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to skip ahead a little bit.
Good storm on radar here.
Yeah, so this
We're
is.
heading right into it. This road.
Yeah, here we go. This is where we're intercepting the storm here.
Okay.
So it.
Very cluttered. Very cluttered.
Turn down the volume here.
Oh my dear Lord.
Yep. So this is where.
Beautiful. In fact, I think we're gonna pull over right here.
Yeah. So this is where we were intercepting the storm near north of Chester, and then as you can see on radar, this is where it's really started to intensify here.
Beautiful. Look at the lowering on that one. Oh, beautiful. I got my digital camera in the back if you want to take some pictures.
So yeah, right around this area we had some like really good CG lightning strikes off in the distance in the Green Mountains. So it's pretty nice actually. I think there was dumping about 3/4 inch hail at the time when we actually.
Updrafts. See them? Oh yeah, strong updraft. Strong updraft.
Yep. So let's actually check the base velocities on this. As you can see, some good rotation. It's not bad, but It's not pretty. See, the VILs were pretty high on it.
Cell right now. Very cluttered in here. Got good updraft. Let's see if we can find.
If you guys want to see a 3D picture of it, this is what it looks like by the time we intercepted it. So you can see the tops at like around 40,000. So that's what it looked like.
Yeah, we're in this storm just north of Springfield.
So just north of Springfield is
Yeah. Whoa, beautiful lightning.
Yep. So as you can see there's the storm system as we were approached. So this is again, this is probably where the updrafts were. And let me see. Zoom in a little bit.
What do you think about that cloud right there? Looks like we are literally sitting in the core of the cell right now.
Alright, so this is,
About to get to the core.
yeah, let's see the tops on these grow. Yeah, so around 40,000 footers. No, those are not too bad, but you know, it's not really too bad. So underneath.
I'm gonna get a video of this. See if I can upload it to Facebook.
Yeah, we had some, again, if you could see right here, we had some really strong updrafts in the storm. This is where the scud was rising into it.
Oh my! Whoa! That struck it right on top of that mountain.
I believe that's just scud rising, but
I hit something.
it just hit the lightning. The lightning bolt just hit on this mountain right over here. This is in Gossets. I don't know where Gossets is, but I think it's just north of Springfield, in Chester area.
Cinco here, New England Storm Chasers, head of operations. I'm joined with Kyle Avery. We are north of Springfield, Vermont, in the town of Gossets.
Yeah, it's right around this area.
5 miles south of Ludlow. We are in a beautiful cell right now.
So it's probably around this time right now.
Quite a bit of lightning. I'm hoping I can get some lightning here. There we go. Beautiful strike right there. That was gorgeous. We'll keep you updated right here from New England Storm Chasers.
So it's probably around this time that we were checking. It was getting right into Springfield. So this is probably where it happened right here, right around this area. So not too shabby. I think as we were driving down the highway, we actually almost got struck by lightning. It was like towards the Springfield area around here. If I can zoom forward. Hold on, let me pause this video here. So let me maximize it here. So back down in this area, oops, wrong area. So back in this area, let me close this video out. So as you can see, Springfield, we were driving down and we were getting, you know, struck by lightning in this area. So a lot of good CG lightning strikes coming into Springfield area, into Charlestown. We were actually just below this area. As it approached, it was dumping at least 0.81 inches. That's pretty accurate for radar, but so as you can see, the storm system was intensifying as it went south of Charlestown into Bellows Falls, and now we're going to actually zoom forward a little bit here. As you can see, it's starting to really intensify. Now this is where it really gets interesting. Now as you can see, it's starting to tail off a little bit here near towards the end. So let me zoom a little bit forward. Now look right here. There's a little tail coming out of the storm system. So that's really kind of weird. I never seen, like, I seen that before, and usually as you can see, there's like some sort of inflow happening right here. So it looks like there was a looked like almost like an outflow tail, like tail or something happening. Yeah, so you could clearly see the tail coming up like this, and you could see some of the inflow coming in this way, and some of the outflow from this is like an outflow developing right here on the back of the storm. So let's zoom in right about now. Let's zoom in with a 3D model like so. We'll get about it close. As you can see right in there, so you can see right in this angle here, this is where the wall cloud was developing, right there. So that's where we were stationed on this road right about here, and we were actually looking up into the storm system right here. So let me zoom another frame by frame. As you can see, the wall cloud started developing in the inflow tail, if you can see right there. And let me zoom in here. You can see the, looks like there's if you look closely right there, it's starting to, like, it's almost like leveling on a plane. So this is what we saw in the wall cloud video. I'll show you next. So let me close this out. So let's go and check the wall cloud video. So this is where we actually saw the wall cloud developing.
That is a wall cloud. I would be surprised if there's gonna be a funnel coming out of this one.
That's what I'm launching.
So let me
Where the hell are we?
We are. Whoa! Jesus.
Jesus.
So I'm gonna zoom in frame by frame, as you can see. Go back and forth. So this is where the wall cloud was starting developing, just south of the. So this is when the wall cloud actually developed.
We're north of Walpole.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of weird because this wall cloud was actually just below south of the storm, which is kind of odd actually to have it developing right there on radar. But
Yeah, call Matt. Yeah. Looks like this one's about to rotate.
so yeah, we had a lot of good CG lightning strikes happening.
It could be just a gust front, but I'm not too sure. But that thing is lowering.
Yeah, it was lowering, and we, as you can see, there was a.
It was right back of us. Holy crap.
All right, let me pause the video. So as you can see, the this is where the wall cloud was starting to develop. Actually, let me zoom back a little bit. Actually, if I can play it from another vantage point here.
We are.
All right, so now here's the thing. When I was recording this video, I actually looked at the this wall cloud here. It looked to be honest, it looked like a gust front to me, but a gust front, you know, having to be this low to the ground, I don't think this was a gust front at all. I think this was a wall cloud developing, and this, as you can see in this radar scans that we have in GR2Analyst, you can see the wall cloud starting to form. I mean, you can clearly see the wall cloud starting developing with the cloud base. So let me rotate this around and zoom out here. So let me get this another angle here. So as you can see, the wall cloud starting to form. And to be honest, if you can actually see, this is actually pretty interesting. Right here, where the main cloud is, you can actually see some updrafts happening right here around this area. So we'll zoom in. Let's go forward. Now you can see the updraft starting to form here as the wall cloud was developing. So let me zoom a little bit forward. Now you can actually see the updrafts happening. So that's pretty interesting. Never seen that before on radar. See, this is why I like GR2Analyst, because it can actually detect, you know, updrafts. It can also detect wall clouds and stuff like that, and you know, well, mostly wall clouds, but I think it will also detect tornadoes too. If you had a little, if you had rotation, it will definitely pick it up. So as you can see, if you see this video right here, let me maximize this video so everybody can see. So as you can see, this is the whole main wall cloud. I thought this was a funnel developing right at the tip right here, but unfortunately it wasn't. But it looked like it was a funnel developing right there, and it looked like a little pointy near the end. But again, this was just a wall cloud, you know, rotating like this, and clearly there was some evidence of updraft. If you look closely at the scud on the right hand side of the video, you can actually see the scud rising. Actually, this is a green mountain. I think this is the part of the Green Mountains right here, or the hills of the Green Mountains, and you could actually see the scud rising into the updraft. This is like a little updraft right here, and this is where the wall cloud was actually developing. So if you look closely as I play the video on, take a look at the scud on the right hand side as it forms.
Whoa, Jesus.
Actually, I'm just going to mute the volume because we're actually, there's some profanity in here. But so I want you guys to take a look at the scud that's rising, because I think that's a form of I think that's evidence of updrafts happening. Now, as you can see, the wall cloud, the edges. It's like I thought this was going to form a funnel right here, so I was looking very closely as this thing was developing. But let's see. Yeah, you could see this now. Can you see the scud rising into the updraft? Right around here, the scud is about to rise. We had, as you can see, we had a lot of CG lightning strikes in the area, but so you could see, look at the scud. It's starting to rise right up into that updraft of the storm, and this whole wall cloud is coming right down. Now, let's see. Yeah, as you can see this, you could actually see the scud on the. Yeah, I wish I could get an angle, but on the right-hand side there was actually scud coming in. Another good CG lightning strike, but there was actually scud coming in from the right-hand side. It was actually coming in this way, and it was like rising up this way. So as you can see, the scud was rising up past the mountains. It was like another good strike right there. So as you can see, this whole entire like low-level base cloud just actually started to form, because it looked like it was about to develop something. I don't know what it was, but yeah, you can see the scud rising into it. So it was very interesting to see on radar. So in person it was very exciting to see. I never saw anything like this before. Nothing like this. So let's double check the 3D models here. So as you can see, there's the wall cloud as it developed and it dissipated, but I want to check the rotations on this. Most of it will go away, but I have to look very closely at the because you can barely see. Okay, there we go. Now I can see it. Let me see here. I don't know if you guys can see that, but right in there, there's blue happening right there and some greens. So there was some quite rotation on that. So let me go back to the base reflectivity and rotate this around and zoom out. So yeah, there was quite a bit of rotation coming in around this area. Let me see if I can zoom out here. So this is what the storm looks like from an angle. So I could see this rotation starting to happening down in this eastern quadrant here. Alright, so let's zoom back in. So yeah, quite a bit of lowering here, just a tad bit, but not too bad. So let's go back to the rotation again, and let's zoom a little bit forward, because I think on the last slide, I think there was some rotationing happening. Oh yeah, there's some greens again, some blues. So mostly just cloud rotations, but just a little tiny spin-ups, but not too bad. Nothing really too exciting to see, but so let's check the base velocities actually. Let me zoom out here so we can actually see the wall cloud developing, because actually the base velocities actually help detect the wall cloud, to be honest. Alright, so here is the inflow tails developing. As you can see, it's starting to combine together. And if you look at an angle here, here's the wall cloud developing. So let me zoom back here. Now here comes the inflow from the back side right here. It's working from the north quadrant, and as you can see, it's starting to lowering down this way. So very, very interesting stuff. I never seen that stuff before. Ooh, we got a little bulge right here. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, this whole storm system was actually rotating on itself, as you could see. There's a pretty nice structure to it. All right, so let's continue this slide forward here. So at one point, so this is where all the inflows were. So not too shabby of a storm. This intercept was pretty good. Once we after we intercepted the storm, there was actually my first ever Wall Cloud Intercept of a storm. So it was very exciting to see this on GR2Analyst and actually seeing this in the videos that we've seen. So let's see. I guess the base velocity. Let's check the base velocities on these. So if we can zoom a little bit forward here, you could actually see near Bells Falls, and so there's quite a bit of rotation happening in this storm. As you can see, there's some really strong rotation. There's some really bright greens over here as it started to develop the wall cloud, and as it took off eastward. So that was pretty nice. And we'll check the storm SRVs again, or check the SRVs. As you can clearly see, some of the base reflectivity is picking up some really good bright greens and reds. So not too of a shabby storm, not really too shabby. This wall cloud probably lasted only for like probably for like 3 minutes, and it really dissipated. So luckily we actually caught it on camera as we headed towards straight down towards Bells Falls into Keene and then back home. So that is my report, or my analysis on the wall cloud that we actually intercepted near north of Walpole, New Hampshire. So thank you all for watching for my my analysis video, and I'll get you all later on maybe I might do another analysis video on my one of my other storms I intercepted, the golf ball size hail storm that I intercepted near I believe it was near let me zoom in here. I think it was near Antrim, New Hampshire, near Bennington, this area right here. So thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all later in the next video.